Hi, I'm Barb Pierson, Nursery Manager at White Flower Farm. Today we're going to talk about Paperwhite Narcissus. It's a group of daffodils that are not hardy outside for us, but produce beautiful, fragrant blooms indoors. Today we're going to show you how to plant our hurricane vase collection and our potted Paperwhite collection. Paperwhites are easy. All they require is some sunlight and some water. The first thing you want to do is place your pebbles very carefully into the bottom of the hurricane vase. 2 inches is about right before you add your bulbs. Now we're going to place our bulbs in the pebbles. Always plant your Paperwhites with the tips pointing up and the roots pointing down. I like to plant the tips pointed towards the center of the container. Now you're going to add more pebbles to further anchor the bulbs. That's fine. When you add your water, make sure that you don't overwater, filling the water up to the surface of the pebbles. If the base of the bulbs is covered with water, the bulbs will rot. Once you've planted your hurricane vase, set it in a cool location. 50 to 60 degrees is ideal. Check your water level frequently, keeping it to the top of the pebbles. Once you see roots forming and the top of the Paperwhites growing, it's time to place it in a sunny window. The more light they receive as they're growing, the less likely they will be to stretch. Most of our collections come with extra bulbs. Place your bulbs in a dark, well-ventilated area while your first planting is blooming. The bulbs will bloom 4 to 6 weeks from the time that you plant them. After they flower and the flowers have faded, place the bulbs in a compost pile and replant your hurricane vase with your extra bulbs that you have stored. This way you can have a succession of plantings and flowers throughout the winter. Now we're going to plant Paperwhites in soil. This bowl doesn't have drainage, so you have to keep that in mind as you're watering it in. To prepare the soil, we have to add some water. Add some water into your soil, placing it in a bucket or a little plastic bin like I have here. Use a trowel and just mix in the water. You want to get it where it's evenly moist but not soaking wet. After you've added water to the soil, it's time to place it in the bowl. Put several inches of soil into your bowl. This will be an anchor for the bulbs. So you compact your soil in, not too hard, and then place your bulbs with the roots pointing down and the tips pointing up. I like to plant the bulbs with the tips towards the center of the container, making sure that the bulbs are touching as close together as you can, filling the container completely with bulbs. Nice and close. This helps them support each other as they're growing. Now you're going to add more soil just to hold the bulbs in place. As the plants grow up, they need a little support as their flowers become heavy. Using your bulb support, you place the legs at regular intervals around the circle. Then take your legs, put them on the inside of the container, and then just gently press down. As you see the foliage growing up, just tuck it inside the bulb support. Just like your hurricane vase, your Paperwhites in soil need to be in a cool location right after planting, 50 to 60 degrees without direct sunlight. But once you see the foliage growing up several inches, it's time to move your container into a sunny window. The more sun they receive, the better they'll be. For more information on Paperwhites, visit the gardening help section of our website, whiteflowerfarm.com.